Mike in your helmet yet?
Yeah, I have. It's pretty good. I like it. At first, when I got it, I was kind of confused because I was like, I forgot that it was in my helmet, and I just started hearing voices. But it helps you just get lined up faster. You know, see some of the stuff that you might not see pre-snap, whether it's like second and short, and you need a check, or coach tells you to watch out for like a screen or a draw or something that the tendencies the other team likes to do. You have an extra coach basically on the field with you. So if I could communicate it to the guys, everybody be on the same page.
So how many voices are you hearing in that mic?
It's pretty much every coach, but only the DC and like maybe your position coach will say something, but you can hear everybody, whoever just talks at the time.
So how tough is that? I mean, you're trying to focus on your assignment and everything. I mean, was that really distracting early on?
Well, not too much because it helps you play a little bit faster.
Sure.
Like, I don't really have to look at the sideline for the call. I can just start looking at the offense and see what they're doing, and then get guys lined up, and then they're all looking at the call. So I already hear it, so I'm like kind of a step ahead a little bit.
How excited are you for Saturday? I know the fans have a lot of hype going into the season. What's it going to be like to get to play in front of them?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a blessing coming out in the blue, seeing fans, seeing the support we receive from our community. So, you know, guys are going to go out there, play hard. Everybody's kind of like fighting for a spot at the end of the day. From top to bottom, you know, it's competition. So as long as that's high, you know, we're happy about it. So.
Michael Callahan was just telling us he played the last 4 games of the season with a torn bicep. As someone who kind of lines up behind him, watching him towards the end of the season, knowing the extent of that injury, how impressive, much more impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. Those guys up front seven are always banged up all the time, but it takes a different type of mentality, you know, played through some of those injuries, especially with the stretch we were trying to go through at the end of the year. We had a ton of guys banged up, but we knew we really wanted to win, and we knew we had the chance, so everybody was like all hands on deck, and whether it was a broken hand or a dude on the line that was broken up, like he was trying to play, so that's kind of the mentality we say here.
What's Jeremiah Irby brought to the defense since coming over?
Yeah, Jeremiah Irby, I mean, he's a big-time player. That's something that we really like needed in the back end, somebody that's going to do his job every single play and make plays. He wants to make the play. He's a younger guy, but he plays like a vet, so that's what we need on the defense.
Was it pretty quick? I mean, I don't know if you guys like watch film and transfers and stuff, but like the first couple of practices, was it pretty evident, like, okay, this guy's going to help us?
Yeah, I mean, early on I can see, but even like before spring when we were just playing hoops, like I always say, like if a dude can hoop, like he can, and he plays football as his main sport, he's probably good at football. So we were always hooping, and me and him were kind of going back and forth on the court. So I was like, okay, he's going to be probably pretty good on the football field, and he is. So it's good to see.
What did the two running backs, Dubar and Gaines, bring to the table? It looks like they've had some nice runs. You probably had to try to tackle them. So what are their styles as you see them running towards you?
Yeah, I mean, those are good dudes to give the ball to. I mean, they're reliable, it seems like. They're young guys, but they play well above their age. I mean, Sire's like 17 years old out there playing. His birthday is like a day after mine, so we had those conversations. I'm like, bro, I haven't felt old once. And then I talked to him early on, and I was just like, bro, you're 17. Like, but other than that, though, he runs really hard, as well as Breezy. Like, he's a guy that's going to play a lot and do some good things. And I always say, like, if you miss him once, he's probably out of there. So we have to, you know, just really dial in when those dudes are in the backfield.
Feels like, you know, you're coming off an all-conference year. Now you're becoming more of like a household name. Like, are you ready for maybe what more comes with that, Drew, taking your overall game and just your brand to another level? I
mean, as far as my mentality, I feel like I've been a player that like wants to, you know, make the most plays I can and wants to be somebody that's, you know, a vocal point to the team. So when it started coming to fruition, it was a blessing to me, but it was nothing that really changes my mindset, because I always feel like I want to be the best player on the field every time I step on it. So that's cool, but I feel like we have way more heights to get to these next few years. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.